You went in for trash bags, just trash bags. You walked out 45 minutes later with a linen throw pillow, a 3-pack of fuzzy socks, a viral TikTok water bottle, 3 bags of specialty popcorn, and absolutely no trash bags. It's a phenomenon so universal, it has its own entry in the Urban Dictionary called the Target effect. The psychological mystery of why shoppers enter a store with a $5 budget and leave with a $35 receipt. For years, we've joked about it. We blame ourselves. We say we have no self-control. But here's the cold, hard reality. It's not your fault. You are not weak-willed. Target's entire retail environment is incredibly sophisticated, highly engineered, multi-million-dollar masterclass in psychological warfare. Every single light bulb, the precise curvature of the aisles, the missing clocks, and even the cheap plastic items at the entrance are specifically weaponized to hijack your brain's dopamine receptors and override your logic. Today we are breaking down the exact science, layout design, and behavioral psychology Target uses to trick your brain into spending hundreds of dollars. The psychological trap springs the second you walk through the sliding glass door, but notice how you don't instantly see rows of groceries or electronics. Instead, you are greeted by Bullseye Playground, historically known as the dollar spot. In real psychology, the area is called the Decompression Zone. When you first enter the store, your brain is still processing the chaotic outside world. You're thinking about the parking spot you fought for, the text message you need to reply to, the weather. Retail experts know shoppers don't buy anything in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the store because their brains are adjusting to the new environment. Most retailers leave this area empty. Target does the opposite. They pack it with low-cost, brightly colored, visually appealing seasonal items. Low prices trigger a psychological phenomenon known as the low financial risk. Your logistical brain sees a $3 coffee mug and thinks it's only $3, even if you don't need it. Buying it won't hurt the bank account. You toss it into your cart. But psychologically, a massive shift just occurred. Within 60 seconds, you have broken your shopping script. You have transformed from a person on a mission to get trash bags into a person who is actively buying things. Once that first barrier drops, saying yes to a $40 jacket later becomes much easier. Target has already primed your brain to spend. Once you pass the dollar spot, you enter the main floor. Traditional supermarkets use a grid layout with long straight aisles designed for efficiency. You know where the bread is, you grab it, and you leave. Target rejects the grid. Instead, they use a proprietary version of a racetrack layout. The racetrack is a wide main loop that gently glides you around the store. Look closely at the aisles branching off the loop, and you'll notice the corners aren't sharp 90-degree angles. They are wide, rounded, and curved. This is intentional. Sharp corners tell your brain to move quickly. Smooth corners invite you to glide from one section to the next without stopping. Target also places essential items like milk, diapers, groceries, and the pharmacy in the back corners of the loop. To get what you actually came for, you must pass home decor, cosmetics, seasonal displays, and apparel. Exposure equals conversion. Have you ever noticed you lose track inside a Target? You think you've been there for 10 minutes, but an hour has vanished. This is a strategy borrowed from Las Vegas casinos. Traditional discount stores use harsh fluorescent lighting. Target uses warm ambient lighting and directional spotlights that makes products look premium. Historically, Target avoided overhead music to create a calm, quiet environment, and some stores now use curated low-tempo playlists, but the goal remains the same: lower your heart rate, and you'll never see a clock. By removing the time cues and surrounding you with steady artificial lighting, Target keeps you relaxed and unaware of how long you've been shopping. The longer you stay, the more you'll buy. Target mastered a strategy called cheap chic. They partnered with high-end designers to create an exclusive collection that feels luxurious but are priced low. The real psychological trick is cross-merchandising. Instead of organizing by category, Target creates lifestyle vignettes. A folded towel sits next to a marble soap dispenser, a wicker basket, and a premium candle. Your brain stops processing individual prices. Instead, it processes aspiration. You don't think, do I need a $12 candle, you think, I want my bathroom to look like this. Target sells you a feeling, not a product. The Target effect now lives inside your phone through the Target Circle app. The app gamifies shopping, personalized bonuses like spend $50 3 times and earn $15. It triggers an endowed progress effect. You feel like you're close to reward, so you keep spending. Scanning items for hidden deals, you give your brain a dopamine hit. You feel like a savvy shopper beating the system. In reality, Target is increasing your loyalty and your total basket size. By the time you reach the checkout lanes, your brain is experiencing decision fatigue. Your prefrontal cortex has a limited daily battery. You spent 45 minutes making dozens of micro decisions. Your mental energy is drained. At the register, you don't have the strength to audit your cart or put items back. You just want to finish the task and get the reward. And right there, they hit you with impulse items like candy, lip balm, and cold drinks. Your defenses are down. You swipe your card, get your receipt, and the trap closes. The Target effect isn't a myth. It's a brilliant, highly collaborated combination of environmental design, sensory lighting, pricing psychology, and digital gamification. So next time you walk out wondering how you spent $100 on things you don't know existed 5 minutes earlier, give yourself a break. You didn't lose your mind. You just ran the gauntlet designed by some of the best behavioral psychologists on the planet.